Saw a video and it just seemed very pick me. I don't know why people always have an opinion about child support. She's like, oh, I was talking to my friend who has 50-50 custody, and she said she was going to put her ex on child support. So she's like, oh, what happened? Do you guys not have 50-50 anymore? She's like, no, we do, but I'm still going to put him on child support. And she's like, oh, this is where I don't agree. Like, if you guys have
All right, so you made a video complaining about child support only to complain about child support too. Like, whatever you said about that lady kind of applies to you. You probably should shut up too. Now, I am a dad who is in a 50-50, has paid child support in a 50-50, still paying child support in a 50-50, but it got modified down. The amount I was paying initially was based on a lie because we know that, men hide money under the table and stuff and do side jobs, but women could do the same thing too. So when you do that, you're actually making more money than you're reporting. And when you lie about not working, you also will get more child support. Now, the reason why that lady probably said, hey, aren't you guys in a 50-50 is probably because she probably looks at her friend's situation and says, like, it doesn't make sense. You guys have the same time. She probably has a good job. I know you made up this fake scenario about somebody getting divorced from a doctor and then working at Walgreens or some stupid shit. But your opinion to me doesn't really mean much, especially when we talk about words like pick me and stuff. I already see how you're moving. You're moving like a feminist. You're moving like a feminist. You're not moving like somebody who wants to look at situations from a fairness standpoint and not based it on gender. It's almost like when you see men getting mad at other men for taking care of their wives and calling them simps. Like if somebody's married and they're doing something nice for their wife, they're not a simp. Like I don't understand the logic and the whole gender war thing on TikTok. But that's all that was why you went at that lady. Um, I do understand, like, if you're making 200,000 and mom's making like 50,000 based on the state law, then yeah, you can get that 50-50 and you are going to pay her. I'm not mad about it, especially in a situation where someone doesn't lie about their income. But the idea of people being upset about the fact that it does exist in a 50-50 because, you have the same time with the kids, I understand where they're coming from. And again, I am a dad that pays in a 50-50. But yeah, your video to me is just a bunch of nonsense. Also, I want to add that on my Facebook, I got a really interesting message from a mom that was telling me, hey, I'm in a 50-50 and dad is going back to court to seek more money for child support. And, I was looking at her like, yeah, I think that's crazy because what a lot of people do when they're getting money in a 50-50 is they get lazy and they don't want to improve their lifestyle, don't want to get a better job. Mind you, you're sharing the same time with mom or dad. They stay in that same job and they wait for you to make more income and they just keep going back for modifications. And I think that's very whack. I think that both parents should work as hard as they can, especially in a situation where you're in a 50-50 and you have the same amount of time with your kids. So, there's no excuse for it. Some people really do try to abuse the system.